Hello and welcome back to my Norty's Forgotten Flicks-a-thon. Well, I promised this is my favorite movies of the year video, so today we're talking about what I consider the best movie Blumhouse released last year, Upgrade. Directed by Leigh Whannell, writer of several Saw movies and all 4 Insidious movies, Upgrade is set in the near future and stars a man named Gray Trace. His wife Asha and him are involved in a gang attack that leaves her dead and him paralyzed. Afterward, he is contacted by a man named Iran Keen, who has created an artificial intelligence chip that when implanted can not only allow him to walk again, but also hardwire him into the internet and predict people's actions. Using this power, he goes out to find his wife's killers and avenge her death. If I were to describe Upgrade, it basically takes elements from several different movies and does them better. Parts of it remind me a lot of Ex Machina, which I did like but didn't love like everyone else did. It feels like it took some inspiration from that, especially with the ending. It also takes some elements from 2001: A Space Odyssey. I have tried to like 2001, but each time I've watched it, I kept wanting to fast forward through large parts of it. That said, Hal was the best part of the movie, and here we get Stem, who, like Hal, just has this creepily mundane voice.
I can only discern speech when you talk out loud. Now that you've allowed me to talk again, may I point something out? In the drone surveillance footage.
The things he's able to do are so good that I actually see him as a character. Enough to call him a he, even though it's not. It's a machine. He talks to Gray in his head, which leads to the third movie this probably took inspiration from, but improved, The Host. The Host is one of the worst movies of the decade, partly, but not limited to, the stupid narration they decided to use when the alien takes over the main character's body. It's almost like Whannell watched this and went, oh shit, I could do this so much better, and then wrote this. Shows that even shitty movies can inspire something great. The interactions between the two are actually pretty funny. This isn't a comedy, but there are a lot of humorous moments between the two.
I advise that you remove any traces of your presence here. That also means cleaning up the vomit in the sink.
Okay, just give me a second, okay?
1 second has passed.
Look, I didn't mean a second, I just mean hold on, okay?
And I think that's one of the reasons this works better. It has fun with its premise. It knows that it can be an action movie as well as a smart sci-fi. And well, besides that, it also helps that the acting isn't complete fucking garbage. Gray is played by Logan Marshall Green, who you may have seen in Devil, Prometheus, and Spider-Man: Homecoming. He is fantastic here. Not only is he able to show off some great acting chops with both dramatic and comedic timing, but physically he is great. He pulls off the action star look. I wouldn't want to fuck with this guy. And when he allows Stem to take over, you can just tell the difference in the way he moves. And that leads us to the action scenes. This has some of the most creatively shot action I've ever seen. It's hard to describe. It's kind of like the camera is literally following Gray around. Every punch, every turn, every jump, he stays in the center of the screen. It's freaking amazing to watch. In fact, I'll just show you my favorite scene right now. It's the first action scene between Gray and a gang member who was there the night his wife died. I mean, just look at this.
Oh, God, dear! Oh, look, man, stay down, please. Sam, he's got a knife! Sam!
I can see that. We have enough.
Okay, all right, so what's the plan? What are we doing? Stop him!
See what I mean? The action is also violent and intense. I think I went, oh shit, at least 3 times. So moving away from the action, I just love the look of this movie. I'm kind of a sucker for the cyberpunk style, even though I'm one of the few people who doesn't love Blade Runner. Like Blade Runner, don't love it. It's the kind of future that doesn't seem that far-fetched. We see at the beginning that Asha has a self-driving car, which we're already pretty far in that technology. The police use drones to survey the city, and seeing as how prevalent drones are in everything else, I can see this becoming a thing within the next 10 years. The lighting is great, there's a lot of long shots, and that music. The droning soundtrack leads to so much atmosphere and just makes it kind of creepy. God, I just love how this movie was made. I'm sorry, as far as 2018 sci-fi, I so preferred this to Annihilation. It actually has a main character I really liked, and the pacing was better. But it isn't just a fun, dumb action movie with some laughs between a disabled guy and a voice in his head. If you want that, just go watch Venom. It does actually have a pretty interesting murder mystery plot, and raises a lot of questions on how far can artificial intelligence go. Sure, it can do good things, but it can be dangerous, and with how advanced technology is getting, it's a question we will probably be wanting to ask in the years to come. And for a low-budget movie, they have some good effects. The villain is horrifying. He can literally sneeze and kill you. I'm not kidding, he can literally do that.
Achoo! Excuse me.
It has a slow build, but that just makes the action even more entertaining. Plus, this kind of sci-fi is one of the few genres where I can handle a slow build. The only negatives are that there's this subplot with a cop named Cortez that just kind of feels pointless. She seems like she's there just to add more conflict. Also, the ending. I actually really love the ending, which is weird because it seems like an ending I should despise, but I don't. However, for those who have seen it, I have to ask, what's he gonna do now? Like, it seems like there's a lot of questions on what he'll do after this. But still, Upgrade is another great entry in Blumhouse's recent library. And with Glass, Happy Death Day to You, and Us, they're keeping it up in 2019. Oh yeah, screw the haters. It may have made over 3 times its budget, but I still think it's the most underrated movie of 2018. Well, next time we'll be looking at a satire on the evils of unregulated capitalism. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you.
Hello, Norty.
Oh, come on, we're doing this.
I merely wanted to give you a fun way to end this review.
I guess. As long as you're here, can you, make me a badass fighter or something?
I can try.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, that was actually kind of cool. Alright. 1, 2...
I believe I may have made a mistake.
Jamie?
That's not my name. I don't have a name.
Okay.
Please don't ask my gender.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do that.
Good.